AI tools are everywhere right now. There are tools for writing, image generation, video creation, coding, research, presentations, and almost everything else you can imagine. But the problem is that using all these tools can quickly become expensive, and switching between different platforms can also get annoying. And that's where KI3 Live comes in. It claims to bring multiple AI capabilities together in one platform, potentially allowing you to write content, generate visuals, create videos, work with documents, research information, and even work with code. But does it actually live up to the hype? And more importantly, is it worth paying for? In this video, we're going to take a quick but detailed look at KI3 Live, its main features, who it's actually useful for, its pros and cons, and finally, whether I think it's worth considering. So let's get started. So, what exactly is KI3 Live? KI3 Live is positioned as an all-in-one AI platform. Instead of using separate tools for different tasks, the idea is to have multiple AI capabilities available from one place. You can use AI for things like writing content, generating ideas, creating images and videos, researching information, working with documents, coding, and other productivity tasks. And honestly, the idea makes a lot of sense. Think about your typical AI workflow. You might use one platform for writing, another for images, another for video, another for research, and another for coding. That means multiple accounts, multiple subscriptions, and multiple interfaces. KI3 Live is essentially trying to simplify that experience by putting these capabilities together. Let's take a look at some of the main things you can potentially use KI3 Live for. 1. AI writing. First, there's AI-powered writing. You can use AI to create things like blog posts, social media content, marketing copy, emails, YouTube scripts, and other types of written content. For example, you could give it a simple prompt like, "Write a YouTube script explaining the benefits of AI for small businesses." Instead of starting completely from scratch, you get an initial draft that you can edit and improve. For content creators, marketers, and freelancers, this can save quite a bit of time. But as always with AI-generated writing, I wouldn't recommend simply copying and publishing the result. You still need to fact-check it, edit the tone, and add your own perspective. The next interesting feature is image generation. You can describe the image you want using a text prompt, and the AI generates a visual based on that description. For example, you could ask for a modern workspace with a laptop, clean lighting, and a premium minimalist style. This can be useful for social media posts, creative concepts, presentations, thumbnails, marketing visuals, and even early design exploration. For designers, I think this can be particularly useful during the brainstorming stage. Instead of spending a lot of time searching for the perfect reference image, you can quickly generate different visual directions. Another feature that gets a lot of attention in AI platforms like this is video generation. The basic idea is simple. You describe a scene, and AI generates video content based on your prompt. This could be useful for creating short-form content, marketing visuals, social media videos, or simply experimenting with different ideas. However, this is one area where I would recommend testing the actual output yourself. AI video quality can vary considerably depending on the type of scene you're trying to create. A short impressive demo doesn't necessarily mean the tool can produce an entire professional video. So this is definitely a feature where your own testing matters. KI3 Live also targets coding and development tasks. You can describe what you want to build and use AI to generate or explain code. For example, you could ask it to create a simple landing page, explain an error, or help you understand a piece of code. This can be useful even if you're not an experienced developer because AI can explain technical concepts in simpler language. But again, don't blindly trust AI-generated code. Always test it and understand what you're actually putting into your project. Another useful area is research and document-related tasks. AI can potentially help you summarize information, analyze documents, extract important points, and answer questions based on the information you're working with. This can be particularly useful when you're dealing with large amounts of information. Instead of manually going through everything, AI can help you get a quick overview and identify the important sections. But for important information, you should always verify the results rather than assuming everything generated by AI is automatically correct. So who would actually benefit from a platform like this? I can see it being useful for several types of users. Content creators can use it for scripts, ideas, images, and potentially video content. Freelancers can use AI to speed up repetitive tasks in content production. Designers can experiment with image generation and creative ideas. Marketers can use AI for content and campaign-related tasks. And small businesses can potentially use AI for marketing, documents, research, and other everyday work. It's also interesting for anyone who simply wants to experiment with different AI capabilities without constantly switching between platforms. So let's quickly talk about the advantages. The first major advantage is convenience. Having multiple AI capabilities in one place can make your workflow simpler. The second is variety. You're not limited to just one type of AI task. And third, depending on the pricing and usage limits, an all-in-one platform could potentially be more economical than paying for several separate services. But there are some things you should keep in mind. First, more features don't automatically mean better features. A platform might offer many different AI capabilities, but the quality of each feature can vary. Second, you should carefully check usage limits. Don't assume that a claim like unlimited means unlimited access to everything. And third, always check the current pricing, terms, refund policy, and exactly what is included before purchasing. AI platforms change very quickly, so what is available today may not necessarily be the same in the future. So that's my review of KI3 Live. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more reviews of AI tools, software, and productivity platforms. And let me know in the comments. Would you use an all-in-one AI platform like KI3 Live, or do you prefer using separate AI tools for different tasks? If you want to check out KI3 Live yourself, I'll leave the link in the description. And as always, make sure you check the current pricing, features, limitations, and terms before making a purchase. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.